Okay guys, today we're doing an update video on mounting options for optics on the Beretta 92X RDO. So if you've watched my first video, this is the Beretta factory plate, and a viewer of that video told me about this option, which I'm going to call the Tanner plate because that's the name of the guy who makes them. Mr. Tanner says they're a thinner option than the Beretta plate. So thanks, Anthony, for pointing this out to me. As you can see, I did purchase it. It comes nicely packaged with the plate and screws for most of your different kind of optics. Mr. Tanner sells these on eBay. They're $45 with free shipping. And let's take a look real quick. So it kind of does look thinner, but that's kind of an optical illusion because if you see the edge here has a chamfer, so this edge here looks thinner, but overall it's really not that much thinner. All right, I've got some digital calipers here. Let's measure the thickness of the Beretta plate. So we get about 5.6 millimeters. If we measure the same point on the Tanner plate, we only get about 5.2 millimeters, 5.1 perhaps. So really you're only saving like half a millimeter of thickness. So that is something, and it may be as thin as you can go without modifying the pistol at all. Now, one of the limiting factors for being able to shrink down the thickness of these plates is on the Beretta 92 series of pistols, you have the firing pin block, which when you pull the trigger, it pops out of the top of the slide. And so these plates, the Beretta factory plate and the Tanner plate, have to cut away to allow for that firing pin block to pop up. Now, today I'm not going to go through and mount this onto the gun and do 1,000 round shooting test or anything like that. I'm just not motivated enough to do that after all the trouble I had getting this set up to where it is. To change it out and gain just a half a millimeter of improvement on height over bore, just don't have the motivation. But there is a guy on Reddit who's working on a plate that really is a big improvement. It puts the red dot right on top of the slide. It's as low as you can go without milling the slide, actually. Now what he has to do to get that low is you're going to have to shave down that firing pin block so that it won't protrude out of the top of the slide. So currently he's making these plates kind of on a one at a time basis, and he also sells those modified firing pin blocks, but I haven't grabbed one yet. I kind of want to wait until he goes into like a full production run. Hopefully he'll do that, because if I go through the trouble of purchasing and testing something, I'd like it to be something that you guys can actually go buy. But that definitely looks interesting, and I'd like to try it out. Now the Tanner plate, you know, it looks well made. I would say if you don't have a plate at all, this might be worth checking out, but if you've already got the Beretta plate, it's really a minimal improvement, probably not worth the upgrade. So for now, that is it. I will try to check back with the Reddit plate, let's call it for now, at a later date. So thanks for watching.